y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today it will be a voiceover. So far I have washed and conditioned my hair. I also went in and did a protein treatment. All of my products I use to cleanse my hair will be down below. Here I am just looking at my curls, seeing how the protein treatment made a difference, all that jazz, and it looks pretty good. I remember it being pretty soft. Curls are somewhat popping.
Okay.
And so now I'm gonna get into the styling. So for this twist out, I use the TréLuxe Untie the Knot Nourishing Leave-In Conditioner. And this is my first time using these products, but I really like them. And then after that, I went in with the High Definition Curl Enhancer Styling Gel. And that gel is pretty good too. It's not a super tight hold, but it's a good enough hold to define your curls. So here I am just parting my hair in half from ear to ear. And my parts are not perfect. The only perfect parts I have during this little twist out is the parts towards the front, because not only can I see them, but you'd want the front to look good. So here I have it parted in half, and I'm just gonna tie away this top portion. And then for that bottom portion, I'm gonna part it again, but it's gonna be a smaller section. So for this first section I'm about to do, it's gonna be 2 twists, and then the next section will be 3 twists, and then the next section will be 4 twists. And I didn't want to do them too small, but I also didn't want them really big. So I tried to do them medium size, but some of them ended up being small, and some of them ended up being the size that I wanted them. So this is my part in the back. It's pretty decent. And then as you can see, the first part was not straight at all, but that's fine. So I'm just splitting that in half, making sure both sides are nice and even, and then I'm gonna spritz it with some water, some warm water, because my hair dries so fast after getting out of the shower. And so that I can rake through that product and make sure it absorbs into my hair. So then I'm gonna go in with the Untie the Knot leave-in conditioner. I'm just gonna take a good size amount. That was actually too much, so when you see me do my other twist, it'll be like a pea size amount. But I really enjoyed using this conditioner, or this leave-in conditioner, because it moisturized my hair and it made it feel really well. So the key to these twist outs is to ensure that you are smoothing the product into your hair, because when you smooth the product into your hair, it makes your twist look smoother, and then also it makes the takedown a lot easier, and you won't have like a whole bunch of tangling and frizzing when you take your twist out. So I'm gonna go in with the High Definition Curl Enhancing Gel. And I took a pretty good amount, and this gel does a really good job of enhancing your curls. Like, it does exactly what it says that it's going to do. And I'm just raking that through, smoothing it in, and then I also go through with my comb to make sure that the product is smooth and that my curls are smooth as well. And then I split that piece in half. Well, I'm gonna comb it again, but I split that piece in half, and then I start twisting. And I make sure that I'm twisting pretty tightly because I was trying to account for the, like once you let it go, it's gonna unravel a little bit. So I made sure that I twisted very like close. And as you can see, I'm also making sure that I'm smoothing my curls back down. You can kind of feel it in your hand when it's trying to curl back up, where it gets a little tangled. And then once you get to the ends, I don't curl all the way down, I just do a little finger curl. And as you can see, my hair didn't curl the way I wanted it to. See how it's kind of separated? So I took the comb and I combed it through to make those curls clump. And then I twirled it around my finger and I got the curl that I wanted. And then you don't have to worry about the white residue. It's gonna dry right up and absorb into your hair. And so then I did the same thing to the next section. So I took some water, make sure it was moisturized. And then I took a little bit of leave-in conditioner and raked that through my hair, made sure it was in there pretty decently. And then I combed it through to make sure that the product was smooth into my hair very well. And then I went in with the styling gel. And for the styling gel, a little really does go a long way. It's more, I didn't show the consistency on here, but it's more of a watery consistency. Like if you use Eco Styler, it's definitely a lot lighter than that. And if you've ever used the Wetline Extreme Gel, it's more of that consistency, but I would say it's even lighter. And then again, once you get down to the ends, I'd say maybe an inch and a half. You just finger coil the ends to keep the twist. So those are my first two, looking pretty decent. And then I just made another section about the same size. I think with the bottom half of my hair, I had about 3 sections. So they weren't like super small, but they weren't really big either. And so now I'm just going to speed through this because I'm pretty sure you guys know how to do a twist out.
Until the world gonna sing down under the water. Underwater world, I'm gonna sing and I'm gonna sing. Underwater world, I'm gonna sing down under the water. Underwater world, I'm gonna sing and I'm gonna sing. Underwater world, I'm gonna sing down under the water. Underwater world, I'm gonna sing and I'm gonna sing. Underwater world, I'm gonna sing down under the water. Underwater world, I'm gonna sing and I'm gonna sing. Underwater world, I'm gonna sing down under the water. Underwater world, I'm gonna sing and I'm gonna sing. Underwater world, I'm gonna sing down under the water. Underwater world, I'm gonna sing and I'm gonna sing. Underwater world, I'm gonna sing down under the water. Underwater world, I'm gonna sing and I'm gonna sing. Underwater world, I'm gonna sing down under the water. Underwater world, I'm gonna sing and I'm gonna sing. Underwater world.
Alright, so here I have majority of my head done besides this front portion. So I figured I would show you guys how the parts are more neat up here. And I also wanted to show you guys how I lay my edges in the front because that curl enhancing gel wasn't strong enough to lay my edges. So I did go in with the Eco Styler just to do a little swoop to swoop and get them looking right. And then also with this curl, I wanted to show you guys that, as you can see, it's a little damaged. I'm gonna show you. So I'm grabbing my scissors, but at the end of it, it's kind of thin. And then you can see where the curl starts and then where it kind of like starts to make an S shape. So I just clip right where the curl starts at. Because health over length. And then I did that with a couple curls throughout my head while I was twisting. So I took this next one and I chopped it off just because it was kind of thin and it was starting to make a little S thing. And then I also did the same thing with this. So the front of my hair is a little bit more damaged than the back. That's due to me in the beginning where I would always flat iron my hair, and in the front I would always do these curls. So the curls in the front are still kind of recovering from that. But it's the same routine. Add the leave-in, add the curl enhancing gel, and then I'm going to show you guys how I use the Eco Styler to lay my edges. So just combing the leave-in through. And also, for the people that are still transitioning, 3 years ago when I started this journey, I would, my ends wouldn't curl right away. So in order to get that, I would use these perm rods, and I would use like the smallest ones I could find so that the curl would be more natural, and that works too. It's just the curl doesn't last as long. So every couple of days, I would say, you'd have to add the perm rods back in. Or maybe if you don't really care about the curl, like say if you're about to take them down, then you could use the perm rods the night before and then take your curls down, and then you'll have curls on the end. But here I'm just adding a little bit of Eco Styler gel just to the base of my hair, because Eco Styler has a really, really tight hold and I don't want that in my twist. So I'm just taking my brush and smoothing that in, and then I just start twisting. Making sure it's nice and smooth. And twist. And I will say that here, most of my hair isn't wet because it dried before, but then I only wet it with the spray bottle, but it wasn't like dripping wet. So this shine on my hair is strictly from the products. Like my hair is, I'd say maybe 90% dry, but the shine still stayed when the product dried. So I also thought that was really cool. I can't wait to do a wash and go with these products too. Still working on my wash and go though, but we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. So yeah, this is pretty much it. My twists look pretty good, pretty springy. And yes, I know that in the front I have the twists are different lengths, but look at that shine. Look at that shine. Look at that body. It looks really good. They're nice and springy. But as I said, so you can go through and add your jewels or whatever, but I am going to fix this length in the front. I think it has to do with when I cut my bangs, but the lengths are kind of different. So this is me contemplating on whether or not I'm gonna clip them, and then I do decide to clip them because one is longer than the other. And it just looks weird. And the longer one is damaged anyway, so it needs to be clipped. So I just comb it out a little bit. And then clip it. And then twist it back up. It's still not even, and I noticed that after I cut the camera off, but I did go back in and cut it some more to ensure that it was even with the other one. But yeah, these are my twists. They're pretty good. I'm still looking at these ends, but they're good. This is my first time using these products, and this is by far the best results I've ever had. Like I said, my hair was pretty much dry, and I still had that shine, still had the bounce. And the next day when I woke up, I did have a little crunch, but all I did was take some oil and rub it on my hands and just run my hand down my twists, and that broke the gel cast, and they were fine. But yeah, this is me just kind of seeing what kind of styles I can do, pin them back. Super cute. But yeah, that's it, y'all. Thank you for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Bye.